All right, today we're diving into a technology that feels like it's straight out of science fiction. But here's the thing. It's real, and it's arriving right now, as we speak. We are talking about quantum computing. And the big question is it going to save our world or completely break it?
Just let that sink in for a second. This isn't just about being a little bit faster. This is a total reality shift. We're talking about a machine that could design brand new medicines to cure diseases or, on the flip side, crack every single password on the planet. That's the mind-boggling scale we're dealing with. And it's exactly why you need to understand what's just around the corner.
So what even is quantum computing? I know, the term itself can sound super intimidating. But the core idea, it's actually simpler than you might think. So let's break it down into something that makes sense. Okay, so it all comes down to this one major difference. Your phone, your laptop, they all use bits. Think of them like a light switch. They're either on or off, a 0 or a 1. Simple. But quantum computers, they use qubits. And thanks to this wild quantum principle called superposition, a qubit can be a 0, a 1, or, and this is the key, both at the exact same time. It's like a spinning coin that's both heads and tails at once, right until it lands. And that one little trick is the source of all its unbelievable power.
So what does all that power actually mean? Well, imagine a problem is a giant, complicated maze. A classical computer, it has to try every single path, one after another, which could take, forever. But a quantum computer, it gets to explore all of those paths at the exact same time. It's like having a bird's eye view of the entire maze and instantly seeing the one path that leads to the exit. That, right there, is the quantum leap.
So we've got this incredible, almost magical new tool. What are we going to do with it? Let's start with the bright side, the promise. Because the potential here is to solve some of the biggest, most stubborn problems humanity has ever faced.
Seriously, the impact would be felt pretty much everywhere. In medicine, think about designing drugs atom by atom, perfectly tailored to cure something like cancer. For the climate, we could invent new materials that literally pull carbon from the air, or design energy grids so efficient there's almost zero waste. In finance, traders are already looking at how it could spot hidden patterns in the market. And for things like logistics and manufacturing, it's all about total optimization, finding the perfect shipping route or the tiniest flaw in a product instantly.
And just to give you a sense of the insane scale of these problems, look at this number. When Moderna was working on its COVID-19 vaccine, that's how many different molecular combinations they had to deal with. To put that in perspective, they said that every computer on Earth working together would need 1 trillion years to solve it. It's an impossible problem for us, but for a quantum computer, that's exactly what it's built to do.
And hey, this isn't just about giant science problems. It could change our everyday lives, too. The CEO of Allstate said it could perfectly price insurance by simulating exactly how weather would affect every single house, a task that's totally impossible today. Just imagine that kind of incredible precision applied to, well, everything.
Okay, but you knew this was coming. For all of that amazing, world-saving promise, there's a dark side. Quantum computing also carries a threat so huge, it could actually break the modern world as we know it. The biggest fear is something people are calling the encryption apocalypse. It's this idea that the very foundation of our digital security, the thing that keeps your bank account safe, your messages private, your government secrets secret, could just shatter.
Just look at this. The encryption that protects your bank, a supercomputer would need billions of years to break it. A future quantum computer could do it in a few hours. Top secret military data, cracked in minutes. Our entire digital life is built on math problems that are just too hard for normal computers to solve. Quantum computing basically comes along and says, oh, that's not so hard after all.
And please, don't think this is some far-off hypothetical threat. As one former intelligence director put it, the horse is out of the barn. Right now, hackers are doing something called harvest now, decrypt later. They are stealing huge amounts of encrypted data, our data, and just saving it. They're sitting on it, waiting for the day they get their hands on a quantum computer that can unlock it all.
So what all this means is that the race to build and master this technology is on, and it's happening right now. This is not some academic debate for the future. This is a real high-stakes global competition, and whoever wins could very well define the rest of this century.
The geopolitical stakes here are absolutely massive. Some are even calling it a new quantum Cold War. You can see here, China has reportedly poured around $15 billion into its programs. That just dwarfs what the US and EU are spending. The fear is that the first nation to achieve true quantum supremacy could gain a military and economic edge that no one else could ever catch up to.
And the speed of this race is just staggering. Look at this timeline from IBM. In 2022, they had a 433-qubit chip. By 2025, they're aiming for over 4,000. And by 2029, they plan to have a full-scale, fault-tolerant machine ready to go. The power is growing exponentially. The future is getting here way faster than any of us thought.
And in the middle of all this absolutely mind-bending, futuristic science, here's just a fantastic little detail. You know what scientists at IBM use to keep the delicate, super-cooled wires inside these machines from snapping? Unwaxed dental floss. Yep, turns out it's the perfect material because it holds up in temperatures colder than deep space. It's a pretty great reminder that even the most revolutionary tech can have a surprisingly simple solution.
So after all of that, where does this leave us? We are standing on the edge of a genuine revolution, and it really boils down to one central question for our time. Should we be more excited, or should we be more terrified?
Because this is truly a technology of extremes. On one side, you have this utopian promise, curing incurable diseases, solving climate change, maybe even creating truly unbreakable security. But on the other side, the peril is completely dystopian, collapsing the world economy, exposing every secret, and giving unimaginable power to the wrong people. It's like we're about to flip a coin, and the fate of the world is riding on how it lands.
So make no mistake about it, the quantum era is coming. This isn't just another tech trend. It is a fundamental shift in reality, on the same level as the invention of electricity or the creation of the internet. It is going to change everything. And that leaves all of us with one final, very urgent question. Are we ready?